Alright, let's say you're doing a penetration test. You manage to get access to a machine inside a network. Great, but then you realize something annoying. The actual target server is deep inside the network and your machine can't reach it directly. So, what do we do? This is where the SSH tunneling comes in. SSH tunneling lets us securely route traffic through another machine, basically creating a private tunnel through the network. And today, we're going to look at two types of SSH tunnels: forward tunnels and reverse tunnels. Don't worry if it sounds confusing, we'll break it down step by step. So, what is SSH tunneling? SSH tunneling is basically port forwarding through an encrypted SSH connection. Think of it like this: imagine you're trying to get into a building, but the front door is locked. However, you have a friend who is already inside the building. So you pass your message through your friend and they deliver it inside. That friend is the SSH server. First, let's talk about forward SSH tunnels. Forward tunnels are used when we already have SSH access to a machine inside the network. In this case, we create a tunnel from our machine through the SSH server to another internal service. The traffic flow looks like this. The attacker first sends the message to the SSH server and then it is sent to the internal target. So we're basically using the SSH server as a bridge into the internal network. This is the syntax for forward SSH tunneling, which is SSH-L, and we put our local port here, the target IP, the target port, the username, and the IP address for the SSH server. Now let's talk about reverse SSH tunnel, which works the opposite way. Sometimes we can't SSH into a target machine directly. Maybe the firewall blocks incoming connections, but the machine can still make ongoing connections. So instead of us connecting to the target connects back to us. The traffic flow becomes the target machine. It sends the message to the attacker, and the attacker sends the message to the internal network. This is called the reverse tunnel. So, this is the command syntax for the SSH tunneling. Here we write SSH-R and we specify the report port and the target IP and the target port and the username, and we also mention the attacker IP. So we have this table here. So the connection initiated by in forward tunnel is attacker, and in the reverse tunnel it's the target machine. So the typical use is when the SSH access to the target exists, and this is for the forward tunnel. For reverse tunnel, only shell access exists. The traffic direction in the forward tunnel is from our local to remote host, and the traffic direction in the reverse tunnel is from the remote to local. The main purpose of forward tunnel is to access the internal service, and the main purpose of reverse tunnel is to expose the internal services externally. So that's the basic of SSH tunneling with forward and reverse connections. Once you understand this concept, you can start doing things like network pivoting, accessing hidden services, routing tools through internal networks, and honestly, it feels pretty powerful. If you found this helpful, feel free to like and subscribe for more cybersecurity and ethical hacking content. Thank you for watching.